Alright, we're live. We are live. Let me just get things set up and all. But before I get things set up, it's been a while, y'all. The last stream, y'all, I talked about how I was going to be moving on into more in real life stuff and move away from FS25, which definitely it is going to happen, but more mods have came out for FS25 now, so I'm starting to kind of not hate the game. I'm starting to like it. I mean, I definitely miss FS22, but I'm starting to build a bond with FS25. So we're back on Monteith, Iowa. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. This is not the same game we was playing on last time. This is a completely different save. But I'm gonna delete this whole farm. I'm gonna delete everything. It's all gonna be custom. We're gonna be doing dairy. Yeah, that's what it says, dairy. Because over there, in the top left corner of the map, there's like a cow barn, a large cow barn, and a cow barn like that is primarily set up for dairy. So we're gonna be doing some dairy. As you can see, we got 1.2 million, but I have a mod in here to add money. Only reason I have a money adder mod is because, like, sorry, I gotta clear my throat. It's because, like, there isn't, like, an official, like, easy dev control mod for FS25 yet. So I'm using, like, some freaking infinite money adder thing. I mean, it works the same as easy dev. It's just not easy dev, obviously. Its only purpose is just to add money or remove money. So yeah, I'm using a money mod so that way I can add us some money to get the farm built, get land purchased, and get the equipment bought. Also, y'all, I do have to say one thing, and my voice sounds a little off, is because, you know, flu, it's spring, the flu's going, you know, well, not the flu, but yeah, the flu is going around some. I just recently had the flu, and I'm still recovering a little bit. But it's just, you know, the flu, and I live in the south, so the pollen is real awful down here. Like, I'm talking extremely, extremely awful. So the allergies are getting to me. They're not getting to me, they're freaking killing me. But just allergies and stuff like that. So in the spring is usually not like my kind of prime time, I guess you could say, because that's when I'm not really feeling the best, and I'm not in the best of the mood. You know, health-wise, because of the pollen and sicknesses and all. So for the next couple of months of spring here, y'all just gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately. But yeah, let's get into this farm build. Move this Kubota sidekick off to the side here. We'll move it right in here. Well, no, let's move it a little ways. We'll move it right down in here. That ought to be fine right there. And we don't own this land yet. We don't own the land yet, but for some reason we own the house on it, which is weird. But anyways, let's get in. I'm gonna sell this thing. Sell it for 87,000. So all the other, you know, sheds and barns and all, they've all been sold. I've done sold them. I got this mod off of itch.io. And it looks like we're gonna run into a problem here. Because this land right here does not, like, the property line doesn't go, like, with the it doesn't go with, like, the field, so I have to buy this field in order to put my house there. So I'm gonna buy that for 128,000. Not that much money. I mean, that's still a lot of money, but when you have 1.2 million, it's really not a lot. Now we can put it there. Okay, this might look a little rough here. Well, if I put it at an angle, would that help it any? Well, there's a Oh gosh. Well, could I put it? I could put it. Oh well. Man, this house ain't making it easy one bit. I mean, I could put it if that tree wasn't right there. I could put it like right along here. I could put it like that. But the problem is that tree's there, so I can't. I think what we're going to do is build the actual farm first, and then we'll worry about the farmhouse later. See what we got mod-wise for sheds. We got a couple options. Like we got this thing. And of course I'm gonna have to buy all these fields because, like I said, the property lines doesn't really match up all that well with. Because you would think the property lines would be like a square, you know, like it would go right along this field and all, and everything right here would be, you know, the farmyard and all. And you would think this right here would be all of our property. Well, the problem is it's not like that, so the field property line actually cuts into our land. So you would think it would be like right along these fields and all, but really these fields are like cutting straight through the property. Like this is what the property line looks like. Like it just cuts straight through like what our actual property is. So that's a huge problem. Can't really think of an ideal place to put a shed right now. So I'm just gonna probably start with the bins. As you can see, look, there is plenty enough of space in between like my land and that field, but it's not. It ain't having it. The game ain't having it. So where I want my house to be, that field. Well, I was gonna say something, but it wouldn't really matter. See, this field, this is how it's supposed to be. You see the property line, it goes with the field. Here's how it's not supposed to be. Just cut straight into our property. So there's the problem. So we don't necessarily need to get that one bought, because that one's fine. This one I do need to get bought. And that leaves me with only $339,000 left, which is still fine, because I can add money in, you know. So this one's fine. I don't need to buy that. Yeah, the property line matches up with that. So I'm thinking I could put like 2 small little bins right along here. Well, I might come through here and smooth this out. Where's the like landscaping tool? Not smooth, but soften. There's like a little slant here. Just this area right in here. And we'll see. We'll just keep on putting like the silo there and see what it does. See, I can't put it there because then it's in the field. And I could put it down here, but I mean that's just a bit too close to the road for my liking. Tyler, what's up, man? Or I could put it right here. I think that's what I'll just do. I think I'll put one here. And then, can I... let me do another one? Okay. I mean, it let me, but... oh, this is awful. Oh, that is awful. Okay. So we need some landscaping to do. Soften this out severely. I need this as soft as it can be, cause that looks awful. Let's see. Come in here, let's smooth this out. Oh, it is still as horrible as it could be. I didn't realize how bad I screwed up. I mean, I guess the only thing we can do now is just keep on softening it. I wish Farming Simulator had some actual common sense and I wouldn't have to deal with all this terrain crap, and it would actually like fix the terrain itself, but clearly that ain't the case. Okay, that looks a little smoother. Yeah, that's a little better. And also, instead of like this sand or like this gravel texture, I'm just gonna come in here and do grass, because most silos that are just like this, you don't see like any kind of sand or gravel placed beside them. You just see like pure grass. They don't really have a particular platform. This is like the only thing that's a real platform. The rest is just all grass. So yeah, but I'm gonna do a bit more smoothing here, and I gotta smooth this out, definitely. And it looks like it's gonna give me a fit, cause doesn't look like it's smoothing it anymore. Oh, there it goes some. I don't want to really mess up. Let's come down here and smoothen this out. Smooth this whole area out. There we go. Now it looks a little better. At first it looked like just a big old wall, but now it looks like kind of a slope that goes down. So that's a little better. How close is this to the field? There's pretty good space. Pretty good space. I think I need to come back here and smooth this out. Well, let's get some painting done first. Area's restricted for some reason right in there. Oh, well, not anymore. Well, right there it is. I don't know why it keeps saying it's restricted. It's not giving me that same fit any other place. Graham, what's up, man? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce your name. You told me one time how to pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure that's how that's how you do it. So Graham, what's up? And then we'll come in here. Soften this out. Soften this out as good as we can. Soften right along here. Get up in here and soften it some more. This is the same grass. Yeah. I was making sure. I didn't know if there's like different grasses or anything like that. Looks like I ain't gonna be able to put some grass underneath like that little, I'm pretty sure, fan thing. I don't know. On our farm we never had a grain bin. We had like this old, how do I say it? Or not pronounce it, but like, how do I describe it? It was like an old like corn house where like before like the whole idea of shelling corn was a thing and they just picked it. It was like a corn house. They would just like throw the corn in there, you know what I'm talking about? It was like a big old corn thing that we stored all of our grain and all in. And it worked fine. We didn't have to use an auger or nothing. We just pumped it right in there. I mean, we had a conveyor belt. It was like this. Well, it basically was an auger, but it wasn't like a traditional auger, like a combine auger that you pull with a tractor. It was like a conveyor belt system. Oh, then over there's a deer. I was wondering the other day because I was playing on this other map, and I didn't see no deer on it. And I was like walking in the woods, I didn't see no deer, and I was like, I wonder if they got rid of deer. But clearly they didn't, cause I don't know. I just ain't seen no deer so far in FS25. I mean, FS22 there was everywhere. You could find deer just by walking in your backyard, but FS25 is a bit more realistic. You gotta kind of hunt for them, except you can't actually hunt them. And then here's the shed that I used on like every single one of my farm builds in FS22. And I still use it because this shed, it's just such a great shed. Like, this is probably the best shed mod out there. And I'm not being biased when I say that. I mean it. Like, this is, I don't know who invented this thing originally. Or not invented it, but who thought of the idea and brought it and made it into a mod. But they were so genius behind this. This is easily the best shed ever made. Farm sim wise, obviously. Just right now I'm just kind of running all over the place because I gotta get a look at things and all. And then we got room for a small little diesel tank. I don't really see, I mean, that's too, this right here is too big. That's like something you'd see at like a trucking yard or something. This is, I mean, we could use it. It's just a little small, you know. And then this one, we could also use this, but that's kind of more European style. I mean, there's mods for fuel tank. I just ain't downloaded one yet, because, you know, just not really much a need for one as of right now. How about we put it like right, yeah, put it like right in there, so that way we still have room to pull out with like our equipment. And then right there would be the fuel tank. Because if I was going to put it like right in here, but then that kind of blocks the door, and when the equipment pulls out we might like hit it on accident. Then I was going to put it over here, but it just didn't look all that great because there's not much room to really pull the tractor in besides right here, and that just didn't look all that good. So we're just going to leave it right there. Right there is fine. My main problem is how I'm going to get the house up. Because the house I'm going to put on this farm is giving me one heck of a fit. It's going to be this house right here. Well, first of all, I don't have enough money, but I have a money mod, so that's not much of a problem. Um, I mean, there are other mods I could download, but I don't really want to hop off the stream for like a whole 5 minutes just to download it and add it to my mod folder and all that. I mean, I want to just do it like this. Well, here, let me... There, I added an extra $1 million. For those of y'all who are wondering what the name of that mod is, it's a PC-only mod from my knowledge. And it's called, like, Money Cheat. Like FS20. It's called, like, FS25 Money Cheat. Usually I'd be using EasyDev, which hasn't been released yet for FS25. Like if you search up EasyDev for FS25, you'll find like an EasyDev, but I clicked on it and I downloaded it, and I was reading the comments, and like every single one of the websites was like, not like fake websites, but it was like false advertisement. Like it was like, whenever I downloaded it, come to find out it was actually the FS22 EasyDev, and they only wanted people to download it so they could just screw them off and give them a bad day, you know what I'm saying? Another thing we could do is I could get rid of this road right here and just put all grass through here. And then, get something to clear out all this, like brush or whatever the heck all this is. I mean, there is other options for farmhouses. We could do... Well, like this thing right here, we could do this. Or we could just do this, which is a bit too small and I don't really like the design. We could do a trailer, but I mean... A trailer really, and it still has the freaking hitch on it. I mean, could you imagine... Like, no offense to my people that live in trailers that are watching, but could you just imagine having a trailer that still has the trailer hitch on it? Like, I mean, if you didn't pay the house bills, all I gotta do is just hook up to your house and pull right out with it. I mean, that must suck. Another thing I want to do is I want to run over here to this cow barn. And there is a path that comes down through here that gives us access. And the cows, they have their own big old pasture. I wouldn't call it huge, but it's pretty good size. Think we could all agree it's pretty good size. See, it's pretty good size. I'm pretty sure this shed, it says it holds like 60 cows or something like that, but I'd probably only put like 15 in here or something, because I mean 60, that's just a bit too much to handle. And also I like being realistic, so for realism purposes I would not put 60 cows and something like that. I mean they could fit in there, it's just gonna be a little crowded, and that's not really all that ideal for a barn. But yeah, it really sucks that I can't put the house there. I mean, another thing I could do is I could, well, here, let me pop it up again. I mean, I could put it like down in here. I could put it like right down in here. But then there's a tree right there, so we have to cut the tree down, and then we have to haul it out, haul all the wood out, and then that's just a pain in the butt at the end of the day. We could even put it down here, which I'm not gonna do, because if y'all can see, the house is sinking into the ground, which means the terrain ain't matching up, which means we're gonna have to flatten it out and do all sort of work to it, and I'm not gonna do that. But I think what I'll do is I'll cut that tree down and then put the house here, so then that way we have like this we can put like the patio right there, the driveway, and then I can get rid of this and do all grass, and then do like a I could do like a small shed right there. Like a small hay shed. I think that's what I'll do. Sounds like a good idea to me. Just putting like a small shed there for some hay storage. Because if we're going to be doing dairy, we're going to be doing hay and all. But hold on one second. Got a cough. Sorry about that, y'all. Obviously, y'all know it's spring. The pollen and all starts getting to people around us here, and I just so happen to be one of the pollen's major victims. But here's another mod I use. It's called Store Deliveries. It's PC only mod, I'm pretty sure. Just about all the mods I'm using is PC only. But let me add, I'll add in one more $1 million, so we can have $2 million. Plus, we need to buy land too, so yeah, we kind of need 2 million. Heck, we'll probably even need more. But here, let me get off this. We're gonna go ahead and start buying equipment. I guess we'll start off with combines. I'd assume that's where we should start off at. If I can find the thing. I don't really like how this is, like, the shop is arranged. I wish it was like the way it was arranged in FS22. There's a bunch of different options here. The one I wanted to use the gleaner, but looking at the size of our operation, that might be just a tad bit small. Something like a S760. I mean, it would be pretty perfect size, pretty good size for the acreage we're running, but still a bit too big. So I think something like a K7150 would probably be where we're at. So I guess this is our only option, really. And then grain headers, we'll use the 28 foot. Well, yeah, we'll use the 28 foot. Because, you know, this one, it's too small. It's only 25 foot. And then, you know, it's only right around a $5,000 to $6,000 difference between the two. So, I mean, we definitely have the money. We could buy both of them. We could buy like 30 of them. No, we could buy probably like 100 of them and still have some money left over. But we're going to go with the 28 foot. This is what the setup is looking like so far. My headers, I usually just like leave my headers outside, which is kind of irresponsible, but I mean, I don't have the room to fit the 28 foot header in there. Or I could bring it around here. Got some room back in here to just throw some junk around. Throw some scrap metal and junk out back, so I'll do that. Also, while I'm over here, might as well spend $8,200 on buying some diesel fuel for the equipment. And corn header wise, obviously that's too small. Well, I said that was too small, but looking at the size of this, I don't think I want to have an 18-row corn head. Because ain't this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I thought it was an 18-row because it says it in the name 4418N. And usually the last two letters represents how many rows it has. This should be an 8-row. Because you see there's 08 on the end of it. So the last digits will always represent the rows in it. I mean, an 18 row is just way too big. So my headers, I'm just going to throw these out back. I was just complaining about this thing being too close, and I think it's too close. I should have put it like right in here. Well, I mean, it's not that it's too close, it's that I got this in the way so I can't avoid it. I wish I had like super strength or something to move this out the way. I mean, there is another way I can get to where I need to be. All I gotta do is just go up. All I gotta do is just go up through here. And then, well, I missed my turn there, but doesn't really matter. Doesn't have to be perfectly centered, but I'm on it close enough. How much room is there? Well, that's like probably 2, 3, 4 inches of room right there, so not much room at all. Well, actually, I'm gonna move it over some. I'm gonna try and, cause usually what I do is I'll do one header and then I'll put the other header in front of it. But then whenever I do that, I obviously have to hook up to one header to get to the other one. So I'm gonna move this header at the very end of the shed. Cause that's only an 8-row corn head, so that's a tiny head. I mean, it's not tiny. They make smaller ones, obviously, but one of the more smaller ones. So it's hanging off a little bit. Well, it doesn't really matter. We need room anyways for that, for the 8-row. Just barely cleared that thing. And then here's our other problem. Now the problem is solved. Also, I can't wait for manual attach to come back, so that way I don't have to be lazy and just hook things up. And I can enjoy the pleasure of getting out and having to actually hook it up and do it, and quit being lazy all the time. So once that mod comes out, I'll definitely be switching back over to manually attaching all of my equipment. I wish this thing had backup cameras. I'm sure it has backup cameras in real life, but FS25, it doesn't let me do anything like that. So I gotta get out the cab and do it myself, which I'm not really in favor of doing, because I'm a realistic guy. Which I could have used the rear view mirrors, but on something that big, those things hardly tell you anything. Next thing I want to buy. So we got the combine setup bought. I don't think we would need a header trailer because all of the land that I want to really farm is just in this corner. Like I want to farm 8, 5, 7, 9, and 6. So this whole corner lot's all really farming. So we have our own private road and all. So I couldn't imagine us having to haul our heads. So, I mean, if we ever expand the farm and buy land that's like down here or something, we'll obviously buy the header when it comes to that point. But as of right now, we don't need one. Because, I mean, this is our own private road basically. Because we own all the land. that's by this road, so we can legally, technically make it private. So we've got our own road access and everything, so we don't need no header trailer. So next thing is tractors. So this is small tractors. As you see here, I got a Ford TW20 mod, which I'm not going to buy it right now. But once some more mods start coming out and some more like auger mods, I'll probably buy this and use it as a auger / grain working tractor. Well, the tractor I do want to buy, and the reason I have these Volvos is because I downloaded the like new version of Silver Run 4, so it gave me that pack. But I'm gonna get this Kubota here for, this is a mod. This is a Kubota M7. I'm pretty sure this is for all platforms because it's on the in-game mod hub. But I mean, we got quite a bit of money, so might as well throw in like a 152. Is that going to give me like 152 horsepower? Yeah, 150 horse. We don't necessarily need big tires on it, but I guess we'll go with the Michelin's, a bit more beefier. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My mouse lost control there and it's doing some weird stuff. So we'll go with the Michelin. We'll go with the M7 152 motor wise. That's going to put us at 150 horsepower. Transmission, it's a variable CVT. 330 liters of diesel and 38 liters of DEF. No idea what that converts to in American gallons. Warning signs, no, we don't need them. That's more of a European style warning sign. I would much rather, if we're gonna use this as like a hay tractor / dairy work, we'd be better off with front weights on it than we would a 3-point. Think 360 kilogram weight. Again, same thing. No idea what that converts to in pounds, but that ought to be good. Front loader attacher, yes, because it's going to be a hay working tractor. Warning signs, no. And then, do we want to? I mean, we could go with wide tires plus weights. So here she is, y'all. This is going to be the hay working tractor. I don't know if I'll keep this thing up here or if I'll keep it down there. I'll probably keep it up here. Only reason I thought of leaving it, just keeping it down there, is because since we're going to be doing hay work, and the cow barn's down there, I thought might as well I'd just leave it down there and save me some time of having to travel back and forth. But I guess it's alright. It ain't going to hurt us just to go a little bit up the road. As you can see, I got Cat in here. Because recently I've been getting into some logging, and I've actually got pretty good at logging. I've been practicing a lot off camera, and I've really gotten into logging. Really gotten pretty good at it. Or at least better than I was before. Let's go ahead and buy the loader for it. I guess this also not only will be our hay working tractor, but it will also be like our pallet lifting tractor. Because I was going to buy a skid steer, but if you got a tractor with a front end loader, kind of replaces the whole point of a skid steer. We already bought the front loader. Now we need the front loader tools. See, no, we don't need that. I'm more of a well, we're gonna be doing round bales, so I need, something like this. But I'm more of like a one spike, more of like a one, like a 1 point bale spear guy, a one spear bale. You know what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically this one has two, But on our farm, we have one that has a big long one in the middle and then has two small ones. I'm more of a fan of that one. I just think it's simpler with just one instead of two on here. But I don't think I could find any one spear bell spikes for right now. Just because, you know, the game is still fairly new. So people are still modding and all that. So I don't think there's any one spear bell spears for at least tractors as of right now. Let's get this bad girl cranked up. Sounds just like our Kubota tractor in real life. Which I'm gonna be honest, they all sound the same. The lawnmowers sound just like the tractors. The tractors sound just like the same as the other tractors. Basically, all Kubotas sound the same. See, we got the weights put in it. I'm going to put this off to the side because whenever I buy some more equipment, I'm going to need a tractor to haul it in there. Now we're getting into equipment. Trailers. I don't have any, like, trailer mods right now. I don't really want to buy an auger wagon because then I gotta buy a semi. So yeah, I mean I could buy a semi, but I don't personally want to. And we do have a big. Let's see. There's a thing. We do have one of them big John Deere sprayers. See, right here it is. There's no way this thing only costs $40. That is crazy. I could buy this whole thing just for $3,500 and spend $100 on the spray, and that's unrealistic. I mean, the actual tractor itself alone could go for at least $200,000, and then like an extra $100,000 for the whole entire spraying system, probably. So there's no way I can buy this for just $40. Same thing for the lime spreader. I mean, hey, I'm complaining, but at the same time, I'm not, because I mean, I'd love to own something that big for just $40. But then, hey. Maybe it's $40 for a reason. Maybe it's a piece of crap and they just need to get someone to buy it so they can get rid of it, you know. See, I've got some mods in here. Not a lot. I've got 2 Ford mods, the 9600 and the TW20. I've got the 8000 series. That's going to be the baler I'm going to use. There's the mower I'm using. Kind of ignore all my logging mods. These 2 mods right here I don't even use. They just came with the Silver Run Forest map, so I guess we got to use them. Just kind of scrolling through here. As you can see, I got this big old Alice Chandler plow. I think I'm gonna buy a second tractor, and I think I'm gonna buy the 8000. Obviously, make it the US version. Front fenders, US. I don't even want fenders, really. Well, there it says. Yeah, I wonder if I can get the front fenders. No, I don't want no front fenders. I think front fenders look hideous. I think they look awful. 8100. Let's go with like an 8200. Well, no, we'll go. Actually, let's go. How about we go? What's the biggest motor we can? All right, the 8400. So we'll go with the 8200. And it's 30 horse. It has the engine produces 30 more horsepower than the Kubota does. I just had to make sure because I didn't want to buy a tractor that has the same horsepower is the Kubota, because then they're basically useless because they can both do the same thing as the other one can. You know, they can't all be the same horsepower. You gotta have your big tractors for big tasks and your small ones for little ones, you know. They can't all be the same exact horsepower because then you'll never get nothing done. Wheel setup. Let's go with like row crop duals. It's probably like the planting tractor / like grain tractor once we buy a grain trailer or get some mods in for them. Grain cart tractor. Mud guard. Don't need no mud guard on it. Don't need no front fender, side sign. I think it looks good. Like I said, it's gonna be planting tractor, so this looks pretty good. GPS. I mean, hey, we're $1.6 million in the bank. We're rich, basically, so why not? So just go ahead and throw it on in there. Exhaust wise, I mean, I couldn't really care what exhaust we have on it. Yeah, like I'm fine with just the plain exhaust. I mean, you know, this ain't gonna be like no pulling tractor or nothing, so I don't need no, you know, chrome tip exhaust on it. Beacon, don't need no beacon. Attachers, it's got a 3-point. Guess I'll put some weight. Don't need a 3-point on it. Might as well put some weight on it. I think that's it. Interior. Well, that doesn't look all that good. Interior too, is that supposed to be the buddy seat or something? Doesn't look like no buddy seat. Buddy seat looks like got crushed or something. I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but that ain't no buddy seat. I guess just the first interior is fine. I'm not really looking for anything fancy like an 8R setup, like a brand new 8R cab, nothing like that. Just looking for a tractor that can get the job done. Motor runs smooth. She sounds nice. I wouldn't say she's simple, but it ain't a complicated tractor. Like, I've never ran one of these in real life, but just looking around, I could say it looks pretty simple. I have been in an 8R 370, and the 370 looks nothing like this. This thing looks a whole lot simple. Right there you got the gear shifters and all. There's your throttle, AC heat, and then you know you got the technology in here. I couldn't tell you what any of that stuff does. I'm not a technology person. That's just not my thing to learn. Interior, she looks nice. Got cup holders where I need them to be. It's got radio in it. Pretty good tractor. It's gonna be making a great planting tractor. Got right many reverse gears. It's gonna be a good tractor. Next we're gonna buy. Now that we got all of our tractors bought that I want to buy, I guess we start buying like actual like crop equipment. Now, let me shut this off just so we ain't wasting any gas or diesel. Do I want to do winter wheat? If I'm gonna do winter wheat, then I'm gonna buy this grain drill. I mean, I guess I'll probably do winter wheat because I mean we got the land to make pretty good profit off doing winter planting cover crop winter wheat. And then planter wise, We'll just buy this thing. It's gonna look right here. It's gonna say, it's gonna say I need 300 horsepower for this thing, but the 8200 or whatever one we bought, you know, that it can pull that. See here. Caleb, that's completely okay. My internet's not the best either. So that's alright. You know, my internet's not the best either. Doing your best to wash. I appreciate you doing that, Caleb. You know, my internet ain't the best. I mean, you know what? It's doing pretty good right now, but it's really not that good at internet. So I understand you. Nothing against you. Appreciate it. Appreciate for tuning in. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, planners. So yeah, what is this one? This is the 8200. So this is, from my memory, 180 horsepower, because this is 150. So, well, I mean, what other options are there for planners? What else could we buy? Okay, that's a bit too far down the line there. Here's planners. Don't really want nothing huge. These are just too small, and I don't really recognize any of these brands besides Coon and Amazon or whatever. That's just too big. And then here's the mod that I have, which, how many rows is this? Oh gosh, I'm so not used to these planners. I'm used to the ones where it has like seed boxes on it, so I can count how many rows it's got. Well, I mean, it does have seed boxes. It's just a lot harder, you know. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, that 15. That ain't right. Because that's an uneven number. Usually they're not made in uneven numbers. So there's no way. I'm just not used to something like this. How many? I mean, I'd probably say it's a 16 row. Yeah, because I counted 15, so this gotta be, and they don't make them in 15, because 15's an uneven number, and they usually don't make them in uneven numbers. It's usually equal numbers. So if I counted 15, then this has got to be 16, from my understanding. So I believe this is a 16. Let me just count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then there's the 16th. So yeah, this is 16 rows. We'll go ahead and buy it. The game says I need 300 horsepower to power this thing, but I think I can get by with 180 from the 8200. I mean, it doesn't look like it would need no, doesn't look like it would need no, doesn't look like it'd need no, 30, no, not 30, 300 horsepower. Yeah, it is a 30 row. Well, technically it's a 16 and a 30 row. Because if it was like an actual 30 row, it would, you know, split in half, and you'd have half over here and half over here, and it'd equal 30. which there still is 30, 2 for each side. You know, 2 sets for each side of it. But this is one of them ones where when you unfold it, I haven't used one of these in a while, so I can't really explain it. But it like swings around, and it like lands right in here. So, yeah. And also, I'm probably wrong. It's not a 16 row. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't know. The planter on our farm, it is nothing like this. It's just like a small little four row international 800. I'm pretty sure Cyclo Air, everything like that. Those were the good planters back in the day. Those were the good ones. So we're very lucky to have a Cyclo Air 800 4-row corn planter. Well, it's corn and beans, but it was manufactured for corn, but corn and beans. And then how do I do the thing again? Okay, we have a problem. We can do, with this planter, we can do sorghum, sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet, cotton, green beans, sorghum, sunflowers. But we can't do corn. So Caleb, you were technically right about that. It is for beans, but there's other. It's like a grain. It's a grain planter. So focuses more on grains than it does corn. So I guess we'll have to find something else. Guess we'll have to get a mod, cause really sucks that this ain't gonna work. And that's just too big. Well, I'll have to find a mod. Find a mod for us to use. Until then, it looks like we're just gonna be doing all wheat. Well, we got corn. Got corn in now. But I never planted corn. That's the way I bought it. Bought the land with the crop in it. Had corn in it. Just about every field on this map does. See here. Cedars. There's some pretty good options to choose from. We could have a Great Plains. But the one I'm going to go with this one. It's the John Deere Cedar. Yeah, we'll put fertilizer tanks in it. Just so that way we can put maybe like some pre-emerge in it. Or just, just fertilizer in general, just to kickstart its growth in the early weeks of it growing. Also, speaking about pre-emerge and stuff like that, I wish FS Farm Sim added like actual chemicals, which they do have like chemicals in the game, but I wish they had like more like pre-emerge and other like sort of pesticides and stuff, because they just got fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, liquid herbicide, solid fertilizer. I don't think they have solid herbicide. They might, I don't know, no telling. But I wish they had like actual more chemicals, because the brand that their chemicals, the brand in the game that has all the chemicals and stuff is Corteva, which is like, sorry for pausing there, I had to sneeze. Allergies are killing me. But basically Corteva does all the, that's the brand that's in the game that does all the chemicals and all. And Corteva in real life, they are like, I'm not sure if they're like the the biggest chemical like company and agricultural like company, but they do like a lot of here. But they do like a lot of chemicals and stuff, so I mean they already have the brand license to do that. They just have to do it. Because they already have the license for the brand, they just gotta do the actual adding chemical to the game and modding it and all. And we gotta buy the farm truck. Here, it's probably under trucks. Yep. 2020 Ford Super Duty. Let me shut it off real quick. Oh, one more thing. Auger-wise. What do we have auger-wise for options? I mean, we have a Meridian. And we have a, you know, the conveyor, the big old conveyor from FS22. So we wouldn't necessarily need a mod. We could get by with that. It's just, where in the world would I put something that big? Because as y'all can see, that's pretty awfully big. I mean, it's only going to run us right at 30,000. So it's cheaper than some other things, obviously, but it ain't cheap. Another thing, I'm going to go ahead and get on my land bought. And then I want to buy this field over. Dang, son. This property alone is going to run us right at $500,000. Man, land nowadays, it's getting out of hand. I'm talking out of hand. Let me back this thing up. Might as well buy this here conveyor. And we don't have any grain that we need to put in the grain bins for right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and like run this over to the so yeah, we're gonna have to buy that. We're probably gonna have to buy that second one, because this one's gonna be used to make the grain go into the actual bin, and then we'll buy a small one for whenever we gotta unload it. This is alright. Just learning the controls of this thing. It's not like I use these things every day. Man, I tell you, this thing is complicated. It's like it's in reverse for some reason. For some reason, like my left is my right and forward is reverse, and Just see if this is lined up here. I was quiet there for a second, and I just realized how quiet I was. So, realistically, this would probably be spilling off of the bin a little bit, but in Farm Sim it doesn't really matter where it's at, it's still going to bin. How do you get this map? So this map is called Monteith, Iowa, and this is the row crop ready version. I'm using the row crop ready version. Because in FS22 I didn't really use row crop all that much, and that's something I want to kind of get into in FS25. So yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, is this map is called Monteith, Iowa for FS25, row crop ready. It doesn't have to be row crop ready. There's a normal version for it. This is just the row crop one, like I was saying. It's PC only. I got this off of itch.io. I'm sure there's other websites you go on that have it, but I personally got this off of itch.io, and that's what I use to get all my mods just about. We'll just put this thing right here. If it'll let me put it here. This thing's like drifting all over the freaking place. Well, I think I found that the problem, I think, is that it needs to be hooked up to a tractor. Because it's got a hitch on there for a tractor. It's got a trailer hitch. Because it's dragging on the ground, and it's not it's like making us drift, and it's not. See it how it's higher now. It's going to be easier for us to see how easy it is now. Yeah, you're welcome, Caleb. It's like I said, it's on itch.io, and it's PC only, so it can only be downloaded on PC. Now this is the row crop ready version, like I was saying, so you don't have to get the row crop ready version. That's just what I prefer to get, because I'm every once in a while, occasionally, I like to get into some row crop stuff. Just drop it right there. And there we go. Farm is slowly but surely coming apart. It just sucks that we can't put the house there. Which I'm gonna put the house probably right in here, but I gotta get this tree cut down and moved out. Or I could find another mod. I might just find another mod to put right there, because I don't want to really disrupt the natural beauty of the farm and all, and cut these trees down just so I can put a house there. There's 2 deer. I don't know if it picks up that well on the stream, but there's 2 deer way out there that are eating some corn. Eating them some corn, enjoying a nice treat. But anyways, I'll probably stream for like another 5 minutes maybe. I mean, we've basically got the whole farm built. You know, we just ain't got the house and all. And there's a couple pieces of equipment we need to buy, like the planter and all. I'm gonna get the truck bought right fast. We'll do F350. I'll probably put these wheels on it because we're doing some farming. A lot of dirt roads and stuff. Need bit more heavy duty tire, you know. Head rack. Don't really need one. Toolboxes, like I said, we're doing farming. We're gonna need some toolboxes. We'll do this one right here. Work lights. Well, we don't have a rack, so we can't have rack lights. I don't know. I don't really need no special lights on it. Mud flaps. Don't really need one. I might as well get one. Just 'cause why not? Front bumper. We'll put the ranch hand on it, because like I said, we're farming. Now this is a 92, basically $100,000 truck, so don't want to get it beat up all in one day, you know. So just put a heavy duty bumper on there, the front bumper. Might as well put some lights on it. Warning lights. No need for any of that. We don't need decals on it, but it does look kind of good. You will be here whenever I get back on and stream. Okay, appreciate you for tuning in, Caleb. I'll watch you, or not watch you, but I'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate you tuning in. Attachers. Trailer hitch and a gooseneck. Suspension. I mean, we don't need nothing crazy. It's a 2-inch lift. Just might as well get a 2-inch lift. We don't need a winch, but I am gonna put one on it just to see what it looks like. Is it a front winch? Yeah, it's a front winch. But yeah, we don't need nothing like that. We'll do. Well, no, I need one. We'll do like 7, 6, 2, B, S, F. I put BSF because those are my initials. First name, middle name, and then last name. 762 BSF. The numbers, I only put those numbers on there because I had to. So I just chose random numbers. But here's a truck. It was a $93,000 truck. Plus extra $2,300 because I got it delivered straight to the farm. Very nice truck. I would love to own one of these things in real life. And you know, it'd be even better if they put, instead of it being a 6.7, it'd be better if they put a 7.3 in it. I mean, if Ford would just have common sense for once in their life and take the stupid 6.7 out of this thing and put a 7.3 in it, this will be by far one of the best trucks they ever made. And it's still a pretty decent, reliable truck. I'm just saying. Ford, if you're listening, if you got any scouts listening or anything like that, put a 7.3 in this thing. I promise you, it will immediately become one of the most successful trucks you've ever made if it just had a 7.3 diesel in it. And you see the decal, it says Du Bois or something. I don't know. I ain't never heard that before. 6-7 liter power stroke. It's got the turbo and it's a diesel. It ain't a truck if it ain't diesel. Well, I mean, that's not always true. It's like, there is some gas trucks out there I like, but if we're talking like real American pulling trucks and farm trucks, if it ain't diesel, it ain't a truck. I mean, that's just simple as it could be. But anyways, y'all, we basically got the whole farm built, and we got most of the equipment we want, and we got all the land we need. We're just gonna be farming this here left-hand corner of the map. And you can see we own all this land up here. So yeah, this is just what we're gonna farm. This is all the land and all the equipment we're gonna be using. I still have to get hay equipment and all bought, but I mean that can all be done in a separate video. And I'll probably put, if I can get another house mod that I can put the house right there, I'll probably put a small little driveway that goes down in here and put maybe like a small hay shed there for the hay equipment and the hay, which I don't necessarily need a hay shed for the hay itself, because I can just, you know, wrap that. I can just wrap that up with the Anderson bell wrapper and put it out back, just to protect it from the elements of the weather. But anyways, y'all, basically got the whole farm built for the most part. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.